Feels like a bad idea. Maybe do I turn it on first, or do I put it in first? I think I put it in first. Oh, I forgot my tea. All right. Welcome to tea time. I don't really have a plan for today. Usually I come with notes of things I want to talk about. And I think my brain's a little frazzled. I have a toddler with me today. So he's gonna come join us every now and then. And hopefully we can keep the camera on the stand, on the chair. Yeah, fire is ow hot.
Ow.
We don't touch. We watch. Well, believe it or not, this is my house clean. So we have the, what do you call it? The ritualistic candle. Every time you clean your house. I mean, at least that's me. I saw it on a reel somewhere that other people do it too, where it's like, if the candle's on, don't touch anything because it's all clean. Even though I've got some bottles falling over in my background. But this is as clean as it's gonna get today. Theodore. So, today I made a matcha. Matcha is one of my favorite teas. It might be my favorite. I don't know. It kind of depends on the day. Because sometimes I'm feeling like a green tea, like a herbal tea. And sometimes I really love chai. But those are, and the floral ones. Like, I don't know. This is why I have a tea talk, because I love talking about tea. Even though I don't know all that much about tea, we don't sit on that chair, baby. There's a camera there. But you can sit with Mama. We put our own pants on this morning, huh? But we don't sit over there, okay? You can go play or you can sit with Mama. Guest speaker today is Theodore Bliss. He is gaining a lot of words, a lot of vocabulary. Is that a backhoe? I don't know what a backhoe is, but he keeps saying it. I don't even know if it is a backhoe. Is it a backhoe? It looks like a digger.
Backhoe.
He knows more than I do. So. Anyways, a lot's been going on with my life personally as I'm trying to shift from the world. Well, I will keep today's short and sweet. I added a little bit of caramel to my matcha, and it's very sweet. And I probably will finish it quite shortly because I drink matcha, especially when it's latte form, chai latte, matcha lattes. I drink them way too fast, and I need to practice savoring them. So everything's been crazy busy with it being spring, and every spring I reassess if I want to stay at the school or leave the school, because they always ask you, are you going to No. Okay. Apparently we're doing astrology cards too. They asked me if I'm going to leave the school, and I finally gave them an answer, and I said yes. Theodore is going to go to a Waldorf school part-time next year because that's what I want him to do. I want him to get into a Waldorf school. We were able to get some financial aid, and now I just have to find a new job because I work at his school, and that school's a bit far from this school, and it wouldn't work since he would be half day. It's not an option to do full day. So I did my first yoga teacher audition yesterday at a gym around me, and I'm planning to go and do more. I'm not feeling 100% confident teaching yoga yet, but that's what this channel is for, to help me grow my confidence and get to know myself better, get to know my voice, my literal voice, and the way I portray myself in a better light, so that I'm not constantly putting myself down and thinking dark, unhappy thoughts about myself, which is very much where I was a year ago about when I started this channel. And I have been reflecting back a lot, because I think I've learned to love myself a lot more. I've got this lovely mirror that I was given by my school. They didn't want it anymore, so I just took it home. I do that a lot. Anytime they don't want things, I am getting a little hoarder-like with that, and I need to get rid of some things and do a big spring cleaning. But I have enjoyed my time at this Montessori school. There's always going to be struggles and jobs. I'm not going to carry that with me. I appreciate all the experiences this has provided me. What are you doing, baby?
Sit right here.
No, you sit right here. That's the only way we're going to make it through this, is if I bribe my child with food.
Oh, no.
So the audition went well, I think. I mean, I forgot some words. I did it more off of memorization than off of intuition, which is not the goal. I would like to be able to lead classes intuitively, see what my students, my audience is, see what would fit their needs. Ruining the vibe. Even though I stumbled a little bit, I feel pretty good about it, and I'm glad I went. I actually came out of it thinking, well, I don't know, I feel like I got it, but my mind is telling me I didn't get it, and my heart is telling me I did, and her actual voice is saying that. You want to blow out the candle? Okay, blow. Bigger blow. Thank you. Okay, sit down. Eat your goldfish. No more ambiance over here. Her voice was actually saying that they don't really have room for yoga teachers at this gym. There was an all different type of instructors audition, and there was a dance instructor there, and she basically kind of like implied that he got the job. But that there were four. There were 4 other yoga teachers, and you crack me up, kid. What are you doing? Okay, that's hot. We don't touch candle. Hot. Yeah, we don't touch. Hot. What was I saying? No, thank you. That's for you. Okay, Mama can have 2. Anyways, there's not many teaching spots for yoga teachers, but I don't feel super pressed to get a job right now. I still have about 4 months left of the school year for him to stay at this school, for me to find another job. And while there's lots of yoga teachers out there, there's also lots of yoga studios. There's lots of opportunity to grow a yoga channel online. So I have options, and worst case scenario, I'll go get a job at Starbucks, or I don't know. Maybe not Starbucks. I don't know. But I'll get a job as like a hostess or something that works during his hours. And my book will hopefully be published by then, even though it's been taking ages. But, you know, that's books. They take a long time to write, they take a long time to read, they take a long time to design. Sit down, please. Please sit down, or I'm going to ask you to get off. Looking at my reflection from a year ago, see my vibe. see what's going on today. Of course it's yours, because everything I have is yours. But we need to be gentle with it. Okay, let's put it here so you can see yourself. Do you see Theo? There's actually exercise that you can do with mirrors. There's lots of exercises, but mirrors are supposedly portals into another universe, another dimension. Thank you. Can you sit down, please? There are other dimensions to other versions of yourself. You can talk to yourself, your childhood version of yourself. You can talk to your future version of yourself, but you talk to them as if they are your present, as if you are healing past traumas, as if you are embracing your future and grateful for everything that you see in the mirror. I'm grateful for this lovely house that I have. For anyone that is just now watching me, this is an apartment, but of course I'm going to frame it in the light that I want to see is true. And I would love to have a house. So I'm going to say I'm grateful for my house. And I'm going to envision myself in my house. I'm going to envision my Zen room, my yoga space, my YouTubing space. We'll eat some sunflower seeds after your goldfish. That's a good choice though. Can you sit down, please?
No!
If you're going to play with those, I have to put you down.
Yeah.
You want down?
Yeah.
Do you want to eat goldfish while watching Blippi?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Here, I'll hand you your bowl. I can hear all the people in my ears, but maybe it's just me saying, oh my goodness, your child's watching TV while eating. But like, that's just life sometimes. Obviously, we try not to do this every day. And sometimes I just need some space. And it's better to give him the space that he needs by the space that I need and the space that he needs by just breaking the rules every now and then and giving myself the space that I need. I enjoy doing this as a hobby, and for now, I don't have my Zen room yet. I don't have my media space, my little office, my me time, but that's what I'm manifesting. I've got to listen to Neville Goddard because he's a good person to put those words in your ears. Like, the reality that you want is the reality that you need to live now. So that's why I'm recording these videos now. In the future, I envision these videos looking much different. The physical space, the environment, the vibe, the aesthetic, but also I'd like to do videos on things that I know a lot about. So things like pregnancy and health, holistic health, well-being, meditation, yoga. I'd like to be this online guru, like a modern day version of Alan Watts and Neville Goddard and the Buddha. I'd like to share the light that I have with the world, so that's why I'm starting here. So anyways, that's a mirror exercise that you can do to reflect on your past life, on your future life. You can use mirrors to relive conversations in the light that you wish you had them. For example, recently I was with a friend who I really didn't know how to approach the conversation because it seemed like every time I asked a question or I offered solutions, or even when I just listened and said, yeah, that's really hard, it seems like everything I said was triggering to her. Like, she got very defensive, and maybe I'm sure I have things to work on. I just wasn't sure how to approach the conversation, I'm not in her situation. I don't understand what it's like to have those same issues, but the way I see life is we all have issues. There are different degrees of painful, but that feeling of pain is the same in all of us. That feeling of joy is the same in all of us. So what can we do to bring out more joy instead of the pain? And so I tend to try to focus on the positive and the light in conversations, and it felt like a very dark and heavy, like 6 hours. But anyways, my example is that you can relive those conversations. I can go talk to a mirror the way I wish I had framed it a little bit better, maybe more approachable, maybe to reflect a more thought out response, because I wasn't aware that I was going into this friend date as like a shoulder to cry on. I thought it was going to be more of some chill time, we did some fortune telling cards, which I brought to do here with you today. So we're going to move into that. And I'm going to ask it the question that I need to hear the answer most. So I'm going to shuffle them around. I would really like to know if I'm going to be a yoga teacher. I don't know if I need to know if it's going to be right now, but this year I'd like to know if that's the career path that's going to work out for me in this time frame. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna, yeah, that works. Okay. Ready? Am I going to be a yoga teacher in the next 3 to 6 months? Am I going to change my life and transform into a yogi and be able to share my light in classes with students? No, that's not the reality I want. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Am I going to, maybe I should keep it short and sweet. That is so sad. That's not gonna happen. Okay, am I gonna be a yoga teacher by the end of 2025? Without questioning. Yes, that is what I need. Thank you. This time is for you. Go ahead and ask it a question. Do my little woo-woo magic, and it's a no. So hopefully you asked it a question where no is a positive answer. And if not, make it the answer you want. That's how all cards should be. That's how all messages in life should be. That's how all conversations should be. We're not going to do that. Go do that out there. Take what you need. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You get to choose your reality. You get to choose who you want to be. You get to choose how you communicate yourself to the world. And you don't need to care what everybody else thinks. If you don't have a perfect conversation with a friend and you find that maybe you're not on the same level, then maybe create some space and some distance until you feel like you can better approach that conversation or better approach that friend in general. I'm using my example, of course. And like, oh, that was so weird. My Spotify just turned on. Alexa, off. I have a lot of internet issues at this apartment. Anyways, wow, I say anyways a lot. I hope you enjoyed this episode today. I hope you got the answer you wanted for fortune telling cards. And it is spring now. It's officially spring. The spring equinox was just last week. I planted some seeds, literally and figuratively, both at the new school where Theo will be going and with a friend who I feel like our relationship is blossoming, and she helps bring the light in me and I help bring the light in her. And I have more seeds to plant. So go out there, plant some literal seeds and plant some figurative seeds for the life that you want to grow into. It's never too late to become who you want to be. Peace out. Bye, my cozy clan.